Can barely see. Aussie stars title dream alive after pure insanity ends with ugly blowed. Australia's Liam Paro has punched his way into world title contention in the toughest of ways, winning a grueling 2025 Fight of the Year contender against Frenchman David Pappet. Headlining a blockbuster IBF welterweight title eliminator, Paro was forced to go 12 grueling rounds with a right eye closing, plus blood dripping from his nose, and all while Pappet looked anything but a $9 tab outsider. So close did this Pat Rafter Arena headliner seem. The McKay southpaw started the final round by making the sign of the cross on his chest, although he eventually took it with all three judges. 117-11, 116-112, 116-112. Paro versus Pappet, Thursday, September 18th, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Liam Paro's quest to recapture gold continues as he moves up in weight to take on undefeated Frenchman David Pappet, with the winner set up to compete for the IBF welterweight title. Order now with main event on KO Sports. Where is the camera? Paro laughed in the ring afterwards, keen to check the damage after a fight Ben Damon described as pure insanity. I can barely see. Look, she's a perler. I'll be wearing some sunnies. Asked about the eye by main event's Ben Damon, he shrugged. This is world level. You slip up and look like this. So as for how he toughed it out, man, same old S asterisk asterisk asterisk, he laughed. Keep ticking over, get my bearings, and win the F asterisk 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 ing rounds. He was crafty. The guy isn't undefeated for no reason and can whack for someone with 5 KOs. This is world level. Everyone can F asterisk 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 ing fight. On to the next one. After winning and losing a super lightweight world title in 2024, Paro wanted to make a statement in his first fight at welterweight, and did exactly that, albeit with an eye that was almost swollen shut afterwards. Regardless, the tough victory now has the former champ readying for an exciting push into a welterweight division stacked with stars like Devin Haney, Rolly Romero, Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia, even Manny Pacquiao. Most likely, the Aussie is gunning for a showdown with new IBF welterweight king Lewis Crocker. Only last Sunday, the Fighting Irishman won the world title against countryman Paddy Donovan, albeit a contentious split decision. In an intriguing twist, Crocker is promoted by Eddie Hearn, the same UK heavyweight who also oversaw Paro's career until earlier this year, when he switched from Matchroom to No Limit. Despite that history, Paro's trainer Alfie DiCarlo has already insisted there will be no problem with the two parties negotiating a deal. Things didn't end on bad terms with Eddie. DiCarlo stressed through the week. It was just business. With Liam signing so young to Matchroom, it meant he's been fighting on the road with them for 5 years. He also hasn't really had the chance to become a star here either. But now I really think Liam can become the best thing Australia has in terms of pay-per-view potential. He's also got a partner now, wants to start a family soon. So being away from home for long chunks is no longer ideal. Last year, in total, we were away 4 months. And that takes its toll. The win was the Queenslander's second since June, when he busted up American Jonathan Navarro, breaking the Californian's nose and brutally stopping him within 5 rounds. And I've got even more dynamite in each hand now, Paro had warned during fight week. This camp, there's been a drastic power change. Paro started the first round cautiously and amid cries of Queenslanda, with both fighters eventually landing solidly late, while in the second it was a couple of straight lefts that landed big for the Aussie. By the third, Paro lifted again, landing with a straight left that bloodied the nose of his rival, while also going to the body. The visitor, though, was hanging in and did land a strong left of his own late. Then the fourth? Cracker.in fact, Pappet landed with 2 big lefts that put Paro against the ropes, where the undefeated Frenchman threw a flurry and landed again. For a moment, the hometown fighter seemed in some trouble and finished the round with his right eye swollen. In the fifth, Paro had blood coming from his nose, right eye closing, when he landed with a left, but Pappet shook his head, as if to say nup, not enough, with the sixth also another close round where the visitor landed a big overhand left. 7th round, and Paro was working hard and landing, however, again and twice, Pappett threw his arms wide as if to say nothing was hurting him, which he did again 3, maybe 4 times in the 8th. Only this time, Paro landed far more often, and winning rounds, even if only just. At one point in the 8th, Pappett complained of a low blow, but nothing was done, unlike a straight left which he threw and landed hard. The 9th was also close, before Paro finished the strongest, while in the 10th he started fastest, pouring it on early with both hands before his rival fired back and pushed him into a corner late. Into the championship rounds, and both fighters were trading when Pappett went down, but it was ruled a slip, forcing a brief pause before the pair then started trading again in a wonderful fight. Coming into the final round, Paro crossed himself in the corner, then went to work. Left hands, then uppercuts, then Pappett responded. Then Parrott landed a 1-2. And again, Pappett responded. More trading, with the Aussie eventually getting it done. Wilson's big call-out after impressive win. Australia's Liam Wilson has announced himself ready for another world title shot, and via that signature left hook from hell, while also demanding a headliner against George Ferocious Kambosos. Despite having twice fallen agonizingly short in world title attempts, Wilson is once again in the running for gold after demolishing the Dominican Republic's Jorge Santana in the 4th round of their Pat Rafter Arena co-main. Only 24 hours after Santana had chaotically fallen from the stage during the Wednesday weigh-ins, the Queenslander dubbed Mr. Damage left him feeling far worse, stopping things with a big left hook. Immediately afterwards, Wilson called for a fight with another Aussie star. "I want George Kambosos," he declared in the ring. "I'm a proud Australia. So why wouldn't you want to make an all-Australian showdown? Don't you agree?" Cue raucous cheers from the crowd. Better, No Limit CEO George Rose agreed. "I got no problem with that," the promoters said, "and I think Liam will do what he just did there." Rose also suggested he was keen to bring Mexican superstar Emmanuel Navarrete to Australia for a world title showdown. Back in 2023, Wilson was controversially robbed of gold against Navarrete when the WBO Super Featherweight King was dropped by Aussie, only to receive a ridiculously long count. A day earlier, Team Wilson had also accused the Mexican of scale tampering. Regardless, the Aussie is now ready for it all. "Mr. Damage is back," the fighter said afterwards. "We're back to our old ways. The left hook comes out when it's warranted. I just want to hurt people with respect." Paro's big warning. Australian Liam Paro has warned his trash-talking rival that he will crack him as the Queenslander looks to put himself in the frame for a world title shot. Paro fights David Pappett in the main event of Thursday night's fight card at Brisbane's Pat Rafter Arena, with the winner likely to face Lewis Crocker for the IBF welterweight world title.